rebounds really well. So we kept them off the glass. They didn't get second chance points. I think we made them take tough shots, contested threes. They weren't able to get their rhythm all game. So that's definitely a testament to our defense.
Scott?
Yeah, Malcolm, how did you feel in your return? Any hesitation or concern midway through the game?
Not midway through the game. I was always conscious of my hamstring. You know, when you have when you're dealing with hamstring issues, it's, you know, it can be dangerous. So there is a bit of hesitation when you're out there. The things you're not going to do, like tonight, I wasn't going to go for any, rebounds in the crowd. I'm not jumping as high as I can. They're, consciously and unconsciously, you're actually thinking of stuff to avoid. But overall, I felt good. I'm glad we got the win.
Tony.
Malcolm, how much would you say the do or die best of one style format energized you guys and helped you focus for this game?
Definitely energized us. I think any team playing in this format at this stage and the season is playing as hard as they can. I think Charlotte came out and played as hard as they could. Their shots didn't fall tonight. I thought we just played a better game. But both teams I thought played hard, and we were able to execute better down the stretch.
Seth Johnson.
Malcolm, did Karis LeVert have any sort of message for you or the team ahead of this game?
Not really. We're missing him. We're going to continue to miss him, but hopefully he'll be back.
Scott, go ahead.
Malcolm, what has stood out to you about O'Shea? Wasn't on a roster in March and now is the leading scorer in this play-in game.
Man, he's confident. He knows his role on the team. He stays in his lane. He's a great teammate, and he makes big shots. And he plays it. He plays the game the right way. I enjoy playing with guys that play the game the right way. They play both sides of the ball. They make the extra pass. They knock down shots they're supposed to.
Darryl Wells.
Hey, what's going on, Malcolm? In particular, with the first quarter with Doug and O'Shea playing so well, how did that bring a lot of energy to the team after you get some news about Karis not being able to play? Did that kind of set the tone for you guys tonight?
Yeah, guys are able to make shots tonight. I think at the end of the day in the NBA, when you make shots or your teammates are making shots, that you have a good chance of winning that game. So tonight we were on fire, and our defense got going as well.
J. Michael.
And Malcolm, I know Domas had a tough start. They were, making it difficult. They packed the paint and don't let him get to the rim. But how was his being level-headed, I guess? He wasn't able to get his shot, but being patient, attacking the boards, being able to set you guys up for some of those spot-ups, kind of, even though statistically he didn't look great early, but he kind of set the table for some of you guys to kind of get the looks that you received. Yeah,
Domas is an all-star. He's the farthest thing from a one-dimensional player. So he's a guy that's going to give you a triple-double most nights. He's going to rebound the hell out of the ball, and he's going to find people and get other people going and, make the team better. He's going to contribute to winning every night. He's going to figure out a way to do that. And he got going offensively, scoring the ball in the second half. First half, he was really getting the team going. We were up by 20, and that's partly because he was rebounding, finding us, attracting so much attention, and being unselfish.
Kevin Brockway.
Yeah, Malcolm, I know, your first game since April 29th. How did that early three maybe kind of even get you going a little bit? And then your stretch at the end of the second quarter, too. I think you scored 8 of the last 15 and had a bunch of assists as well. How did that stretch kind of go for you in terms of your productivity?
For sure. I think and coming back from an injury or not, making your first shot of the game is always huge for your confidence and rhythm, throughout the game. And then, that second quarter, getting my feet wet. First quarter, I was just trying to get up and down the court, feel it out, make sure my hamstring's feeling good. Second quarter, I was able to really get in my rhythm and, be aggressive.
Maria.
Hi, Malcolm. It's Maria Vidal for Top Deportes in Latin America. Congrats for the win. How important is it mentally to win in this way?
It's huge, especially going into the next game. To blow a team out in a playoff game or play-in game, it's huge for our confidence going forward.
We'll do one more. Christos, go ahead.
Malcolm, what was the most enjoyable part of tonight's game from your perspective, and what would you like to maintain to next game?
Man, everybody got going. It's the best when all your teammates get to score and get to have fun, and everybody standing up on the bench. I thought we had fun tonight, and I thought everybody contributed. That's the best part of tonight.
Perfect. Thank you, Malcolm.
Yep, thank you.
This was just an utter blowout as Indiana won at 144 to 117. Hornets did finally win the fourth quarter by 3 when it didn't really matter, but trailed by as many as 39 along the way. Indiana shot 55%, knocked down 16 threes on 35 attempts, and had 8 players in double figures, to Malcolm Brogdon's point.
Yep, huge.
Nate Bjorkgren, who was reportedly perhaps on the hot seat in reports just 2 weeks ago or so.
Yep, we're not talking about.
Feeling pretty good right now.
Hey, that hot seat warmed up a little bit. It's not as hot as it used to be tonight.
Yeah, and he'll get a seat on a plane to either Boston or Washington next for Indiana to try to win their way into the 8th seed. But first, he can bask in the glow of an easy 10-9 win.
Yeah, Nate, just the energy that your guys came out with tonight. It seemed like from the jump you were ready to play and you never really let off the gas. How proud of you were you of that energy and effort tonight?
Yeah, I was very proud of that. I liked the energy defensive end, in the first half of that game. I thought our team defense was very well connected. I thought we were very physical. I thought we were very good on the glass, especially in that first half. But just overall, the way that the guys competed, tonight and the movement, the way they shared it on the offensive end, it was good to be a part of.
Please.
Nate, you've coached O'Shea prior to the season, but did you ever imagine that he would be a guy who could lead a team in scoring in a high leverage game like this?
Yeah, on these rosters, their team, our team, there's a lot of very capable players of having, big games. And O'Shea is one of those guys that has put so much time into it, spends a lot of time on his shooting and his finishing at the rim. But you've heard me say this about O'Shea. I think his instincts are very good. I think he's in the right spot at the right time. His spacing is good. His weak side movements are very good. And I like the way that he cuts. And when you got, guys out there that are sharing the ball and Domas who will find those cutters at will, he's been cutting at the right time, and I just liked his effort on the defensive end as well.
Greg Doyle.
Nate, hey, Doug McDermott kind of shot them out of the game there in the first quarter. Is that just one of those things I'm guessing that's not really coaching. I'm guessing that's just a great player just getting hotter, or were you looking for that?
Well, the thing that Doug does such a good job of is playing with so much pace and speed. He really flies out of those corners and flies to a spot. And that's Doug. That's the way that he has always played, the way that I continue to encourage him to play. And he does it, and he turns that corner with force, to get to the basket. So it is the guy. And the credit is to his teammates as well. Doug's working like crazy to get open, and his teammates are finding him, and the timing of their passes on where he needs to catch it and when he needs to catch it is very important.
Okay, half coaching, half great shooting. Thank you.
No, that's the players. That is the players.
Thank you.
Kevin Brockway, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, you talked about the importance of rebounding coming into this game. Just Tomas, 21 rebounds. Just how big was that in terms of kind of setting the tone physicality-wise? Very big, because we talked about it. This team is, that we played tonight has been in the top 10 in offensive rebounding probably all year. In our regular season games against Charlotte, they hurt us on the old boards because they're a team that wants to, get the offensive rebounds and kick it out for a three. And some of those plays hurt us, in the regular season. We talked about it. We wanted to be very good at blocking out, and that has to continue. We have to be very physical there, whether you play Charlotte or anybody in this league, to make sure they only get one crack at it so we can go the other way.
Scott Atkins.
Nate, after the regular season, the game usually slows down more about of the half court. Wasn't really the case at all tonight. What was your anticipation of what to expect from that standpoint going into the play-in?
Yeah,